I wanted to thank you for taking time to speak with me today.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. It's an honor for me to talk to you, and I think it's going to be great.
I wanted to ask you, how did Winterfall become a reality?
Well, it started around um, 2022, I guess. I met Guilherme Torres, the guitar player. I think it was like because of Facebook or something. He used to put some videos playing guitar, and I used to watch it and think, "Oh my God, this guy is crazy." Is different, you know. It
Hmm.
has a very low. I don't know how to say it in English, but in Portuguese it would be like digitação baixa. It's like low. When you play guitar, you don't see his fingers moving, you know,
Yes.
something like that. But yeah, he's a very, very, very different guitar player. And when I met him, he was only 18 years old, and it was a great it started like a great friendship. We used to talk a lot, and then I had some ideas for an ep, you know,
Hmm.
short album. And it was like a solo project for me, but I was kind of um I was not very interested in going on with music because I was having so much health problems, and I couldn't sing for like an year or maybe two.
Wow.
And it was crazy because I used to love to sing. I always loved to sing, and I was practicing so much, and I had this kind of struggles. And then I thought when I got back to singing, I was still hurting and stuff, but I really wanted to do it. So I thought I need to record something because I've been singing and I don't record anything. So I need to record something of my own. So, oh, sorry. So I talked to Guilherme, and I gave him some ideas I had. Oh, let's record an album together and stuff. So I sent him some tracks, and he sent back like 10 times better. I used to send him some ideas, and he sent me stuff like multiplied for 10 times better. And then we started creating something. And then he said, "Oh, I have a bass player friend of mine. Let's call him, which is Douglas. We call him Dodo. Douglas Martin. He's an amazing bass player. He's very, very different as well. Very musical. He had such a great taste in music, and it just I just gave it a lot of freedom to everybody to put their own references and their own style.
Mm.
It mixed, created something very different. So it was very interesting because we started working with Thiago Bianchi, which is the producer, and then he the bass player said, "Oh, I have a drummer, which is my friend," and then it was
Oh,
like that.
wow.
And it started like that because everyone is from a different state. We didn't meet like in person until we record the tracks. So last year we got together in São Paulo and recorded the whole album. Like it was very fast. The guitars, all the guitars were recorded in one day. The bass were recorded in one day. The drums were recorded like in 1 or 2 days. It was so fast, and very interesting experience. All the guys are so much fun to be with. They are very nice people, and it was very interesting. And that's how it kind of started.
And Silent Heavens is an amazing story. I wanted to ask you if you could give my fans a, a short story of what the album is about and how the concept came to you.
Sure. As I said, I was struggling with health problems for a while, so it's kind of relating to my life, but I wanted to reflect in an album how we can deal with traumas and strugglings and stuff like that. So I wrote a story about a guy that is struggling with grief, because he lost his brother, but he doesn't accept it, and he blames himself. So the whole story in the album is like, how can I say it, metaphorical maybe,
Sure,
because there are a lot of fantasy and stuff. But it's the main point is about a guy who lost his brother and is trying to deal with it. So it's all metaphorical about him struggling with himself. He goes in the point of the story. He goes through the forest of solitude, and then he goes through the sea of oblivion. And there's all of this metaphorical language, but
sure.
it's all about dealing with internal problems, like ego and self identity, maybe. And it's all about that. It's a little bit metaphorical, but this is the whole idea.
And upon listening to the album, When's the Transition was my favorite track on the album. I wanted to
Hey,
ask you if you could speak on it.
for sure. Yeah, Winds of Transition was the hardest one for us to create because we had to. The producer didn't like it at first sight, so we had to convince him. So we kept on changing it and changing it. And the first part, if you know, there is a different kind of riff. So I wrote it, and it was kind of Rush influenced,
Hmm.
a little bit different, like progressive rock stuff, and the keyboard and everything. So it was very interesting creating it, and it also has a bass solo. So I think it's the most different track from the album, but I really like it. It also has some Dream Theater influence on it because it has like a low dynamic chorus.
Yes.
I really love it because it has a lot of voices and gave us a lot of work, but it's great, and it's a part of the story where the characters start to notice that things aren't right. So he talks to an elder, I guess. I don't know if that's the word in English.
Yes.
He talks to an elder, and the guy explains him that he needs to search for redemption in the silence of mind. That's what it says, right?
Hmm.
Uh, it's very interesting. It's a very different part of the album because it's right in the part of he starts to notice things aren't right with him,
Yes.
and it's very interesting. I really like this song as well. The solo is great.
Another standout track for me is Mind Control. I wanted to ask if you could speak on that track as well.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, this track is one of my favorites as well. It's very heavy. It has more scream and stuff. And it's in the part of the story that the character starts not start he knows now that things aren't on his control. He's being controlled by someone or by like his wrong idea of himself. It's something like that.
Yes.
And it's very conflicting. It's more like it has broken tempos. It's very how can I say it? The words are running from me.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's a very nice track. I really love it. The guitar player told me this is the first song he composed using a seven string guitar.
Oh, okay.
He was like just messing around, and he created that riff. It's very very interesting, and the drum player made a very different work there. I really love it. I
And
think it's the most Dream Theater related song.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Definitely percussion wise. I love I love the
yeah.
sound of the percussion on that track. And I wanted to ask you, you recently released a video for Like a Ghost. Who's responsible for putting together that lyric video?
Oh, it was me. I made it a while ago because I really wanted to make it special. I needed it to have at least a visualizer. I didn't want to release it just with the cover art.
Hmm.
So I made it. It's very simple. I made it using After Effects, and I was working on it a while ago, and I sent to the guys, and oh, that's perfect. That's it. That's the idea. And we wanted just something with the lyrics and the cover arts of the single. Né? So we were this is a very special track for us because I think for the guys it's maybe their favorite, this one, because it's a ballad, but it's like powerful at the same time.
Sure.
And it's a song that I wrote, but it was like it came to me so quickly, you know. I was playing the guitar and it just came, the whole thing.
Wow.
And it was very interesting the way it came for me, because I wrote the guitar, and then I started writing the lyrics, writing the lyrics, sorry. And then I recorded some ideas like a demo and stuff, and then the guitar player made his work of making it 10 times better. And I really like the bass line as well. It's very
Absolutely.
special track for us.
I wanted to ask you as well, and speaking of art, if you could speak on the album art and who's responsible for it.
Oh, for sure. Uh, the album art was made by Carlos Trino. He's a friend of mine. He's a very talented designer. It's been amazing working with him. He's very talented. All the cover arts we have, it was his work.
And I wanted to ask you, and I also wanted to thank you for letting me hear this album early. When is the release date?
Oh, it was very great for me to sorry, I got a little bit lost here.
Hmm.
I'm happy to give you like anticipated listening to the album, because it made me very happy that you enjoyed and you like you really listen to the thing, because today nowadays it's kind of hard to get the people's attention when
Sure.
you write mainly metal, because the songs are a little bit longer and life is so fast nowadays, right? But the release is going to be on March 6th, I guess. March 6th, yeah. It's like 9 days from the day we are
And,
recording this.
and upon release, what will be the best way to get a copy of this album and any merchandise that you have?
Oh, we have a site, a website, which is winterfallband.com. You can find all you need there. There's the CD you can purchase there. It's going to be some shirts, t-shirts in a while, but we still are working on it. And we had like a pre-sale of the CD, and it almost we almost sold like 40 copies until now, but it's going well. It's a star, right? But you can find it everything on our website and on our Instagram, which is Winterfall Band.
And you're also a part of another amazing album, which is the Samoon album. I wanted to ask you, will this will this Winterfall affect your involvement in Samoon in any way?
Well, Samon, it's a project I really care about. I really love it. Actually, it started while I was doing the Winterfall album. So Thiago Bianchi, which is our producer, he sent me a message. Oh, there's this album from a guy called Samuel, and he needs a vocal like yours. It's the kind of music that needs your vocals. Okay,
Mhm.
so I started talking to Samuel, and we became great friends. So that there's two projects I really love, which is Winterfall and Samon. I don't think it will affect in any ways, because we are working so hard on both albums and on both bands. We already have new stuff for Samu already.
Wow.
We already are working for new stuff on Winterfall as well. and I don't think it's going to affect because it's like a partnership we have, uh, which is so strong. I really like working with Samuel as well.
And I wanted to ask you, you mentioned working on new material with Winterfall. I wanted to ask you, will the next album be conceptual as well?
Actually, we've been talking about it. We still don't know. We have some ideas for concepts, but maybe it's going to be a little bit lighter, like not so deep concept.
Hmm.
But we like the idea of sharing stories. So I guess it's something like that.
Well, you have to be very proud of both projects. I wanted to ask you if you could take me back in time and tell me how your career started in music.
Sure. And thank you so much for the compliments. It's those works were like really heavy for us. I mean, physical, mentally, and financial, and it was like a huge struggle. But at the same time, it's a we are really happy to have it like the way it happened now, because we had so much problems during the process. Me and Samuel as well,
Hmm.
but it's the results are making us very happy. Um, about my career, I started singing at the church actually. Um uh, since I was little, I used to sing like 2, 3 years old, and
Wow.
but when I was like 9 or 10 years old, I started getting more interested for guitar. So I started learning guitar, and then I moved on to bass and other string instruments mainly. But I started getting interested in singing back when I was 16 to 17. So this whole time I didn't sing much, but I started to study technique by my own and stuff.
Oh, wow.
And then I used to love like Striper, and I used to love Dream Theater, and a lot of bands like that, Angra. And then I really loved the high notes, and I couldn't reach my vocal. I forgot the word.
Range.
Yeah, my vocal range was so short. I could sing like 1.5 octave, and it really pissed me off that because I really want no, I want to sing like this guy.
Sure.
I want to sing high and stuff. So I started practicing, and it was like very hard for me. But my range uh, when I started practicing, like for real, my range got way bigger. So it's very interesting that people used to limit themselves. Because no, I'm a tenor or I'm a baritone, but you don't need to use those names. You
Sure.
just study and go. You know, voice is muscle, pure muscle. So if you practice and train, it's like going to the gym. You can make it wider. So I started practicing a lot, and I had some projects here like pop rock stuff. I
Hmm.
still have it, but it's there. It's like Portuguese music. It's kind of different, and I started going to the college, university, and I studied production. So I had very great classmates which I could work with, and this time I learned so much, even for the vocals. So I met so much people, so much producers. Sorry, so many people, so many producer, so many great musicians, and that's kind of how it started. And then I met the guys from Winterfall, and then Samoon, and it's going like that.
I wanted to ask you, before you lay a track down to start recording, do you have a set routine that you go through to warm up?
Oh yeah, for sure. I have some exercises. Actually, I want to thank my teacher, Thiago Gutierrez. He has a band called Gepardo. He's an amazing singer as well, and he helps me so much because I have a health condition. I don't know the name in English. Just let me check very fast. Um, it's like hypersensitivity.
Hmm.
So I feel pain in the organs. It's kind of weird, but I have so much abdominal pain, and he helps me so much to deal with it.
Excellent.
And that's the whole point. I have this to have this routine helps me a lot because singing this kind of songs and this kind of music it's very challenging, and it has to. I have to practice so much the breath and other stuff, but mainly muscle tension and stuff. I really need to practice those things. So I have a routine. I basically do some warm ups and some vocal exercises. Very simple. I don't do it like it's like 15 minutes, 20 minutes for at most, and I drink a lot of water.
I wanted to ask you lastly, if you could give a message to your fans, what message would you give them?
Oh, I'd like to thank everybody who've been supporting me and the guys for this whole time. There's a lot of people supporting us and sending positive messages. It makes the whole difference because, as I said, we have a lot of struggle. We dealt with some people that didn't want to help us. That some laborers that like even we got into some scams, unfortunately. So we lost a lot of money. We lost time, and we got more health problems. So it's great to have the support we've been having. Actually, we did a couple of days ago. We made like a live stream for the people that bought the album in pre-sale, and it was amazing. The feedback was so positive, and it helps us a lot. So I want to thank everybody who is supporting us, and I want to say there's something very good coming for the next uh, works, the next music we are making. So thank you so much.
I wanted to take a moment to thank you again for letting me hear this amazing album. I loved it from top to bottom. I thought the story was very immersive, and the album cover and the artwork even made it more immersive. It's a great experience. And I think the story will render itself to people and relate to everyone. So for that, I wanted to thank you, my friend.
Thank you so much for these words. It means the world to me because it's exactly what we wanted when we started writing it. And if it's doing what I wanted in the right in the beginning, then I'm very happy. And in this part of the immersive part, everybody did an amazing job. The producer, the art designer, the musicians. I also worked on the keyboards and the orchestral part. So it was really interesting for me. It was a hard work, but it was very interesting to create the sound effects and stuff. So I thank you so much for the opportunity to talk to you and to for the compliments. It makes my day.
Well, thank you, my friend. And please keep me updated with anything new as it comes about.
For sure. I'll let you know.
You
Thank
take
you so
care,
much.
my friend. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Take care. Bye bye. See ya.
Bye.